Hi, this is Nayalla. Thank you so much for joining me again today. So this is a little bit of an off-the-cuff video. It's very early on Sunday morning. It's also solstice energy coming in, and I've got a little bit of stuff bubbling away under the surface that my guide Metron has guided me to share with you what I'm going through right now. Because as a shy person, my default mode for a long time would be to be very overcritical about what I would say, how I was delivering it, and even though I wasn't saying a lot, it would cause a lot of anxiety because I would really pick apart what I was saying. So that would lead to me then having this sort of cycle where I would say something, be very overcritical on myself, get a lot of anxiety, and then be even more anxious the next time I spoke. So it's took a lot for me to get in front of the camera to start with and to share more of myself with others without running away, because that's something I used to do a lot as well. If I thought I'd offended somebody, if I thought I'd said the wrong thing or not explained it right, what I would do is I would just run away, go back under my rock and hide. And that would have been so easy for me to do today, because I did a podcast yesterday with Jaren, and I feel like I said something within that podcast. I didn't really explain it right. Interestingly enough, it was to do with guides and explaining to somebody who felt they didn't have guides, and I just felt like I just messed it up and it could have been interpreted the wrong way. So I was getting myself in a little bit of a fluster this morning about whether even to do the pick a card readings today, in case I messed up my words again and got it wrong. And then I realised it's just my inner child. My inner child is struggling right now because I'm pushing so far out of my comfort zone. I'm really going into new territory, and my inner child wants to feel safe. My inner child is used to hiding as not really a coping mechanism, but a protective mechanism to protect my inner child. I would hide, I would run, because that would be how I would protect myself. Because when you are somebody who can see and sense and feel things that others can't, you learn very quickly the best thing to do is to not share that with others, to not share that with the world. So to then go against that sort of internal guidance mechanism within myself, which is from the inner child, to not speak, to not say anything, to go against that and actually speak publicly, there's a little bit of this friction, this inner battle kind of thing going on with my shy inner child. And obviously the adult of me that is wanting to grow and expand and to share more and to grow in all aspects of myself. So I thought it would be a good thing to do an off-the-cuff EFT on that and really show you what I do when these things do come forward, because in the past obviously I didn't have these tools in my toolbox. It would just lead to anxiety, and this one thing, I would blow it out of all proportion and it would become a massive thing, a massive deal. So what I'm gonna do is do an EFT on how I'm feeling, and hopefully it'll maybe help some of you if you're going through a similar thing. So if you haven't had a drink or you don't have any water at hand, please pause this video and go and get yourself a nice glass of water. I've got a tea next to me, so I'm just gonna have a sip of tea. So starting on the karate chop point. Even though I've got all this fear and worry bubbling inside of me, that perhaps I didn't say the right thing, or I didn't explain myself properly, or it could be interpreted the wrong way, I still choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself. I sometimes say the wrong thing. I sometimes stumble on my words. Sometimes the thing I want to say doesn't come out the way I want. Doesn't come out the way I planned. Sometimes I'm interpreted the wrong way. And this in the past has caused me to run away. It has caused me anxiety. It has caused me to hide myself. It has caused me to stop speaking, to stop communicating, to stop sharing my truth. Because my inner child wanted to feel safe. Didn't want to get hurt. Didn't want to get into trouble. Didn't want to hurt anybody else. Didn't want to be seen in the wrong light. Didn't want to be interpreted the wrong way. So my inner child learned to be quiet and learned it was safer not to speak. So I send love to my inner child. I reassure my inner child. It's safe to be me. It's safe to speak my truth. And even if I do mix up my words, and even if I do say the wrong thing, and even if it is interpreted the wrong way, it's something that can be rectified. I can correct my mistakes. I can make it clear about what I really meant. I can refine my message. I can keep practicing my speech. I don't have to run away. I'm strong enough to face my fears. Because when I face my fears, I become stronger, more empowered, and more confident. So even though I am feeling a little bit uneasy and a little bit fearful, I know it's coming from my inner child. So I'm going to be a safe place for my inner child. I'm going to protect my inner child. Reassure my inner child. And do the right thing. And even though I've got a little bit of fear around public speaking, I'm not going to let it stop me. I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to keep improving. Keep refining. And accept myself and love myself through it all. So there's no need to hide. And there's no need to run. Because we all mess up sometimes. We all say the wrong thing at times. And that's okay. Because I'm only human. And humans make mistakes. So send myself love. And I send myself reassurance. And I know everything is going to be okay. Mistakes are there to learn from. Perceived mistakes are blessings. They're lessons. They're guides. I release all the fear. I release all the tension around this. I let it all go. Choose to feel more at peace. I choose to feel more relaxed. And know I'm doing the best I can in any given moment. And all is well. In mind, body, and spirit. Peace. So I'm feeling a little bit better now and more relaxed. I don't feel like it's such a big deal now. So I'm going to have my cup of tea, do some meditating, maybe do my morning tweet, and then get on with the readings. And if I feel this bubbling up again, then I'll probably do another round of tapping. And just keep checking in on myself throughout the day. So let me know if that has helped you in any way. I'm going to leave that with you today. Heard a bit of a mess. I'm sending you so much love and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Goodbye for now.